The policy that I chose today is very new. It's actually a bill that just got passed. It's House Bill 2804, and it's the bill that was signed into office on May the 31st, 2015, and it was to assess the public schools and students and evaluation of the public school performance. They're going to assess the students in science, social studies, and writing. And the way they're going to do this is they're going to do this through rubrics, through student work, through projects, through portfolios that were done over the course of the year. In science and writing, they're going to take one during grades 3 through 5 and one during grades 6 through 8. And then in social studies, they're going to take one during grades 6 through 8 and one in high school. Now, the dilemma with this that I find and how it's going to affect us in our curriculum is that teachers are going to have to go to a training. They're going to have to be trained on how to use the rubrics, on how to gather the information, and they're going to have to do this training before they can start implementing the program so that everybody's on the same page and everybody's doing the same thing. Now, with that being said, this is another thing that teachers are going to have to do, something else that we're going to be graded on, something else that they're going to base performance on, and the school will receive a rating based on what we turn into them. And I feel that this is going to probably adversely affect our schools and our teachers because, especially in grades 3 through high school, I'm a second grade teacher, so it doesn't really affect me that much. But in our grades 3 through 12, we're already doing mandated state testing, end of course exams, in which these teachers have to go through all this special training for that. And they have to worry about teaching to that and abiding by all the rules and guidelines for that. Now we're going to tack on a performance for the school systems in which the schools are going to be graded on what teachers turn in. And so for this, for the teachers to have to go through yet another training, more paperwork to keep track of, more things to do, it's going to bog down our curriculum. Our curriculum's already bogged down so much that a lot of teachers teach just to the test. They're so worried about how their performance goes, so worried about whether they're going to have a job or not, so worried about how much pay the schools are going to get, that they're bogged down by teaching to the state mandated test. And now with this new bill, we're going to be having to train and monitor and track different things as well, which to me is just going to complicate matters even worse. Teachers are going to be more stressed. Teachers are going to be more worried about what's going on. For high school, they're going to look at satisfactory passing assessments. So they're going to look at things like dropout rates. They're going to look at things like course completion. And so all of these factors are going to go into play and to where the school will receive their rating. And everyone knows that schools aren't going to want to be rated with a C. Everybody wants to shoot for an A just like we do, and so those schools are going to want that. And so the demands on the teachers are going to get greater and greater, and I think it's going to adversely affect the amount of things that we're going to be using for our curriculum. Our curriculum is going to take a hit with this because they're going to mandate to us that whatever things we're having to send in or the rubrics we're having to grade or the assessments that we're having to do, we've taught that very well.